Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the first edition of Talk with the Missus 2022. How exciting. The last time we were here was December 2021, and we are already in 2022. A beautiful year, and for us, it's began beautifully, and we are grateful to God. We are hoping that it has begun beautifully for you. And this evening's conversation is going to be a very exciting one. So it's just a joy for us to be able to share our evening with you again, like we did through 2021 fortnightly. And it's a beautiful thing to have you all back on the talk with 2020, 2019, 2021. And now in 2022.
Yeah.
I'm going to let the missus give a shout out to you before we begin the conversation for the day.
Happy New Year. God bless you. Thank you. Thank God even that we made it. We crossed over into this wonderful, glorious new year. It's such a joy and such a pleasure again to start it with you. So thank you for being with us. Please do like, please do share, please do tell your friend to tell a friend and tell another friend that we are live. We are online this very evening. This topic is hot. And we need a hot topic for like the beginning of the year, to be honest. The topic,
basically the topic is has your year begun? Has your year begun? And I mean, that's a very important question, and it's important that we can explore it, because the year started, but for some people, I don't know, maybe your year has begun, maybe it's not. We're going to exploit this evening, and we will see, and hopefully if your year is already begun, we will discuss, how to navigate it well. If it has not begun, then obviously we would have a conversation how to start it all off and make sure that this year delivers to you all that it promises. So welcome again. And do you want to, just give a shout out? Tell us, those who are connecting, where you're connecting from, and let's just welcome each one. I know there are quite a number of people online.
Yes, so back on what you just said, those that are online on FMC online. Those are online on FMC online. Facebook FMC online. We have Joshua all the way from Nigeria. Happy New Year, sir, ma'am. Happy New Year to you also. God bless you. We have Ifoma Chamadu says Happy New Year. And God bless our pastor and Mrs. and lovely hearts. God bless you too. And where else do we have our wonderful talk with the Mrs. side? What would I call it? Like the typers, or I don't know, contributors.
Because some people just watch, and they don't make comments, and we only
which is fine. We understand.
We understand. Yes,
but do make a comment once and again.
Yes. I think it's important to make a comment. It helps us to know, because we come across a lot of people who, would say, your program Talk with the Missus is a blessing to us. We were so blessed by it. So let's just see. I'm going to try and pop up on the screen some of those who are online, and the missus would read it out.
Team Maximizer says good evening to you also, Team Maximizing. Anton Jammer, good evening, joining from Hounslow. God bless you, Anton.
Wow.
Glory Day, hello my pastor and sister Chioma, good to have you again. Yes, good to have you also. Sonia Wendy, good evening, pastor and mama, good evening to you also. Faye McKenzie, happy new year, Pastor Moses and sister Chioma. Hello, Faye. Happy new year to you also.
Great.
And we got Neo, Judith. Good evening, Pastor Moses, Sister Chioma. You all look beautiful. Joining from Newcastle. Oh,
excited.
Thank you. Thank you to Newcastle also. Sean Johnson, Happy New Year in big capitals.
Exactly.
So I had to emphasize it. Yeah. Pastor Moses and your beautiful wife, Sister Chioma. Good. Happy New Year to you also. Thank you. Pussy Prince says, hi, Pastor. Hi, Sister Chioma. Lovely background. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Sonia Wendy said, Happy New Year, Pastor and Mama. Happy New Year to you also. And we got so many watching from Manchester. Oh, good. Is it snowy up in there? Oh,
hopefully not, is it?
Well, I don't know, because like the weather down here, I'll be waking up like -1 and minus something 0, and it's cold. But anyway, yeah. Okay. We got more.
Yeah,
Team Maximizing says, good evening, Pastor and Sister Chioma. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. To say, Edward says, what? Florida.
Yeah.
It's
not snowing there, by the way.
No chance. Florida is hot. Sun. Yeah. So yeah, with an exclamation. Yeah. You just put a sun, like, you know, the emoji of a sun, like with glasses, like I'm chilling in Florida. But yeah, good to have you on board. The Lord bless you. Okay, Favor 2022.
Yeah.
I'm upgrading. Good evening, Pastor Moses and Mrs.
And they're from the journey from where? Barnet, I thought.
Barnet, I think. Yeah. Okay. And we've got Claudia Del Fos. God bless you, sis. Greetings to my pastor and his beautiful wife, Sister Chioma. Good evening to you too.
Quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
Faye from London, having
cold London. Yeah. And good evening, my family. Good evening to you too, my darling sis. And we've got Priscilla. Happy New Year from Uganda. Lovely. Oh, it must be so nice.
And you got there. Sunshine glasses.
Thank you. Dude.
Pussy Prince said we need the Floridian sunshine over here.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you.
Big time.
All right, people, we're going to get into it. Has your year begun? That's the question. And I think it's one of those questions that you have to actually sit down and reflect. Yeah. You know, and think about it. Today's what? Today's the 20th of January. You know, by now, all the Christmas and New Year festivities have kind of, you know, settled in.
Christmas trees are packed away.
Yeah, they are
back
packed
in the
away.
Loft garage.
Yeah,
bin for those that get real trees. So yeah, it's all over.
Yeah. So this is the year. This is the year, and about 20 days of the year is already gone.
Yeah.
Of the 365 days. So you have
345.
Yeah, you have like 345 days left. And we just thought, you know, start this year's broadcast with the question, has your year begun? And we want to ask that question, not just in the light of a calendar, because a year is beyond a calendar. It's beyond a calendar. A year is worth it, not because the calendar has run out with 365 days. It is actually worth a year because of the progress that you've made, because of the goals that you achieve, because of the, you know, the changes that you see around you. And that's why, you know, we want to look at these and ask ourselves, you know, has your year begun? And I think maybe the best place to start is, what are some of the common things that people set as goals? And I mean, everyone has their own goal. I don't mean you should mention your own, but just general. So that would help us with the discussion. What are some of the common things that people set at, you know, are saying this year, I'm going to this, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, and I'm going to that. Can we just, you know, try and pull up some of those things that are basically like the common things that most people would usually set their heart on to do in a year? I think let's begin from there. And if we can get a list from you, we can all run with that. And then that would help to guide our discussion this evening. And I'm going to be doing some, popping some of the messages, what people are saying,
what you guys are saying
on the screen, so you would see me look up, look down, and just moving around. But
okay, so let me add a few, and then while people are flowing and thinking and typing, so I think a common one, would you say, especially for those that are Christians, is to have a closer relationship with God, to be more spiritual, to pray more. Maybe this year they want to hear God's voice. They want to be led by the Spirit more. They want to manifest the fruit of the Spirit more. So basically, just become much more spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the spiritual side. Those that are on the day-to-day side. What?
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
You're looking at my face.
So
I'm just thinking. Don't let my face.
Okay. Your face is kind of like you're thinking.
Have I said something?
Yeah.
Off.
Have I said it wrong? What? Yeah. But
don't judge me, Mama.
Okay, sorry. So it's okay. So spiritual. Then for let's say day to day kind of thing, you think, you know what, this year I want to be more fitter. I want to be slimmer. I want to be more energetic. I want to be, lose weight.
Yeah.
Or just generally have better health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people start. This is when gyms probably get the most bookings. I'm just remembering actually. I'm just remembering many years ago when I gave birth to our first child. When my husband met me, and when we married, I was a nice, slim ting. I was slim. I was like size 10. If there was a size 11, that would be my size. Yeah, I was between size 10, UK 10, and UK 12, like in between. So that would be in US. What would that be in US? That would be like US 12. No, US 8. Oh God, I can't remember now. I think US 8. So I was nice and slim. Then in my mind, I became pregnant, eating. There's the lie of you're eating for two. No, you're not eating for two. You're eating for yourself. But you're just enjoying the fact that you can eat more. Nobody's going to say to you, have you had enough? So I was just eating. So I gave birth now, still eating, breastfeeding, eating. By the time it was Christmas, we now had Christmas in our house. It was the first year. So people came and that. I now took a picture with somebody that I know is much bigger than me. When I now saw the picture back, you take a picture. Oh, let's take a picture. You now take a picture. You now see the picture back. And I saw the picture back. And I was like, oh my God, we're the same size. No, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I need to change. I need to change. So I literally, January. Now, firstly, I think, the fasting and prayer program that we have in church. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to make sure I fast. I'm going to fast really, really hard. I need to lose some weight. Then that didn't quite lose all the weight I wanted. So January, I need to join the gym. So that went and subscribed to one of the gyms, local gyms. Didn't go much, but I subscribed all the same. Because January is one of those you just want to go to the gym and all the rest of it and lose some weight.
Yeah.
Anyone else had similar experience?
Well, we're going to tell us if you've had similar experiences.
Or what else anyway?
Or what else? Yeah, maybe something else. Yeah. We have Tina who said, losing a job at this time. No, sir, my year has not begun yet.
Don't
so
worry.
we pray for you. God will change it. This is not the
Amen.
time to lose a job.
Amen.
God will give you a great and a new job in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. We have a few others joining in. Romana, say good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And Beverly, Allison, good evening. Happy New Year. Watching from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Excited. And Pussy Prince said some of the goals, spiritual goals, ministry goals, relationship and family goals, business and entrepreneurial goals, career goals, financial and investment goals.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then we have Faith says, come out of debt.
That's it.
Day-to-day goals, pay off the car, house, credit cards, etc. All right, exciting. And Habi said, "Oh, she's going to put she said yes, figure 8, very slim."
Yes.
And then she said, "Pictures don't lie."
I love it. It's true though.
Pictures don't lie.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
I think you've cracked a lot of people up.
Yeah.
They're just laughing out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
Hello.
yeah, she said we have all been there.
Yeah.
You book the gym, it's like, you're going to be sleeping there until the real thing starts. Yeah. So I mean, it's good. I think the great thing is that we have to agree that it's good to set your goals for the year. I think it's very important. And I think, it shouldn't be too many. Because sometimes some people,
realistic.
Yes, be realistic. Some people put too many things
ambitious
ambitious but realistic. Some people put too many things on their plate for the year. Yeah. And sometimes that in itself can be the hindrance to achieving anything. Yeah. So don't put too many things. I mean, this is not the last year of your life. There would be another year. Amen. And another year. Amen. And another year. Amen. So put some things that this,
it's a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
This is a 10.
Yeah, but for this year, this is what we're going to deal with, and this is where we want to get to. Yeah. When we ask the question, has your year begun? I think your year has not, I would want to make this statement, that your year has not truly begun until you actually start working on your goals.
Okay.
Because when it's still just a plan and it's still just what I want to do,
a wish and a dream.
Yeah, the year has not begun. The year has only begun when the practical things that you need to do, you actually start doing them. Yeah. So for example, maybe, you've made plans that, okay, this is part of what I'm going to achieve this year. You may need to start making phone calls. Have you picked up the phone to call somebody? Have you arranged meetings? Because you may need to arrange meetings. Have you called somebody to schedule a meeting? I would want to come and see you. I'd want to come and have this conversation. That's really when, because, we can make plans, but plans don't work themselves out. Yeah. People work plans out.
It's true.
So people make the plans and people have to action the plans. Yeah. So if you as an individual, for you to really look and say, yes, my year has begun, is if you have begun to see traction, or you have begun to, I don't use the word see, because if it's a see, then it's like you wait to see. Yeah. But if you have
make moves,
yes, if you have begun to make moves on the things that you actually plan for the year, and I think that in itself is very important. For example, let's say, a young man who has planned, who says, 2022, I want to settle down in marriage. Yeah. Have you started looking for a wife yet? If you don't start looking for a wife now, most of the people whose weddings will happen in 2022 who are not already in relationship yet will actually actively be looking for and getting into relationship in this early part of the year. By early part, I mean first quarter, second quarter, because a wedding, you need time to plan it.
True.
And you have to be realistic. You need time to plan a wedding. I'm not in any way saying that you can't meet somebody and in 3 months or 2 months you're married. It's possible, but that's why I use the word most of the people whose weddings will happen this year, and they're not in the relationship, maybe it's not a long-term relationship yet, are most likely going to get into a relationship within the first and second quarter of the year. So, so if you're a young man and you're saying, okay, this year, no, I'm going to settle down. My family want me to settle down. Apart from my family, I'm of age. I want to settle down. Yeah. Have you started making moves towards finding a wife?
I didn't make those moves.
Well,
let's throw some lights for some of those young men out there.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, how do you make a move for finding a wife? As a believer, you should pray. Yeah. Very important. You should pray and ask God to lead you.
Yeah.
You can ask God to speak to you, but if you can't hear him, say, God, speak to me. Even if I can't hear you, lead me.
Yeah.
I want you to lead me to the right person for me. Take over the condition of my heart. So that it will not be my emotions that are leading me.
Shaking of waist.
Yes, that's not what is leading me. That I am actually, you have taken over my heart, you've taken over my emotion to use it to pilot me to the right person. So that my heart will only connect. Will only connect to the person that you have for me. So that's a good way to start. How do you look for a wife? Start praying.
Yeah.
Then secondly, speak to counselors, speak to people, your leaders. If you're in church, speak to your pastor and people who can start also praying for you. Then, go out and meet people. And when I say go out, I'm not saying go to the club. You ain't gonna
find a wife there.
Exactly.
No wife material there.
I'm not saying go to the club, but go to church. When you go to church and church service closes, don't just rush off.
As a gentleman.
As a gentleman.
As a woman.
Even as a lady. Yeah. Don't just rush off. When church service closes, interact with a few people. Hello, how are you? How are things going? And all of that. Just start having interaction, conversations with people. And let me say this, and I think this is very important and this is very serious.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether as a man or as a woman, maybe your desires that you want to marry this year, and like I said, when service closes, hang around, interact with some people. Don't let your interaction be with the people that you are always speaking to, your friends, or maybe you are a lady. Your girlfriends, they're not going to marry you. You will still call each other that same Sunday afternoon and call each other Sunday evening. Go and speak to totally different new people that you have not maybe interacted with before. They don't have to be men, because people introduce people. People make comments with people. So try to expand your network of interaction.
Yeah.
Go and speak to somebody. Oh, hello, you have been seeing this. It may be a lady, but maybe her brother is looking for a husband. Maybe she knows, looking for a wife. Sorry. Maybe she knows somebody. Sorry. Maybe she knows somebody who is looking, or maybe she will meet somebody who say, I'm just praying this year that I meet a very good lady and all of that. And they say, oh, there's this lady that I chatted with in the church the other day.
I don't know, something about her.
Yeah, there's just something so about her. They're just this and all of that.
Friendly.
Do you understand? So I think expand your network of interaction, because sometimes the default thing is that we all slip to our comfort zone. So, I go to a church service. When the service finishes, even if I hang around to interact with people, it will be the same people that I always interact with. And I like to say this, if those people are coming to you to occupy you, tend to give you space. Because they have your phone number. You're going to speak to them when you get home after church. They will still be the ones you will speak to at night. The next day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you still speak to them. Go and speak to somebody else. Somebody else, how many people will your phone number enter their phone for the first time? Yeah, ever. How many will your number enter their phone in January? And how many new numbers will enter your own phone in January? So you have to kind of expand your network, because maybe your present network and it's beneficial. I'm not saying you should ditch your friends and push everyone away. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that, we're saying, how do you find a wife, or how do you find a husband? How will you be found? So I think those are some things that you can do, because you can only do your part and then God will do the rest. But do your part and do it well.
Yeah. And I mean, even on that, with how can you be found?
Yeah.
Because let's say like Rebecca, she was busy. She wasn't sitting at home just looking after the camels or doing whatever by herself inside her house in her room.
Yeah.
She was busy. She was out there. She was fetching water. She was busy.
Yeah.
So she was noticeable. She
wasn't
could be
stuck inside
seen.
her room. Yeah.
Yeah. So she wasn't just stuck inside her room on her phone or on the internet, and if they really want to find me, they can find me. No, nobody's trying to do CIA business to try and find a wife.
Yeah.
So
even when you find people on the internet, you still want to know them.
Yeah.
Because it's the real person you want to marry. It's not just the pictorial image that is put on the net.
Yeah.
And sometimes, as we know, the picture on the net,
information as well as the picture.
When I say picture, I mean,
everything,
whatever they present on the net does not tie up with the real person. So it's let's read the
I was gonna say, like some people say, my government age is this, but my real age is this. Some people have internet age as well, internet information.
Yeah.
But the real information is this. Okay, Priscilla, she says, what's that first one say?
Have started
to send application for new jobs, and I am dating someone already. How lovely.
Yeah, so she started her year.
She's on it. She's on it. God bless you.
Faye said, very good point. I think, she wrote that when I was talking about, interact with new people as well.
Yeah.
Pussy Prince said, for female desiring marriage, do you have any suggestion where to find serious-minded Christian men, as dating app experiences are disastrous? I hear you. No, it's true.
True.
What she's saying, because
do you know what? I was speaking with someone the other day. Sorry to cut in. I was speaking with someone the other day. I'm just trying to find it. And they were telling me about someone that they met on a Christian dating app. I was like, huh? What? Rewind. What did you say? Christian dating app? Said, that is a proper Christian dating app. Like, you can find Pentecostal men. I said, Pentecostal men.
Is she sure you can find Pentecostal men, or she found a Pentecostal man?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because the fact that there's one Pentecostal man or one good man does not mean that, so it depends.
I don't know again. But it's called
No, because it depends. At the end of the day, someone can go there and then, what they find there is not. Because like Pussy Prince said, experiences are disastrous. But in all of that, maybe there'll be one or two or three who find a very good man or a very good woman. Do you understand?
The needle in the haystack. You can find a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
So anyway, the app is called SALT, SALT, Christian dating app. Yeah. So you could check it out if that is something you want to do. And yeah, so
she asked a question: where can you find serious minded Christian men?
I think they should be in your network one way or another.
Yeah, I mean,
so within
your network, I'll agree.
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
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 I will agree. The thing though is that, and I think many people probably be able to relate to this, is that when you look at the demography of most churches today, there are more single ladies than there are single men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
From my own experience as a pastor as well, and this is just my own experience.
Yeah.
I have found that many a time, a lot of single ladies, when a brother in their own church comes to speak to them, many a time they are not very responsive, to him. Welcoming. And from my own experience as a pastor, I have seen brothers who have approached maybe one or two, or even the third lady in the local church, and they're not being responsive, and then the brothers go out to get somebody, and would they not bring in? Yeah. So I really don't know why that is. I don't know if there's a mentality of people want to bring their man as a trophy. This is my man, and bring the man from outside. But I think that it's probably something to pay attention to, because especially, there's nothing like marrying somebody that at least to some degree.
Yeah.
They say you can't know somebody 100%, but there's nothing like marrying somebody that I mean, I found you in the church where I'm pastoring.
Yeah.
And we got married. You understand? Some people say, no. You can't marry a girl from this church. You have to go and get somebody from outside. I don't know how she's going to behave in this environment. No, it's the truth.
Yeah.
I can bring her from outside. She may be good in that environment.
Yeah.
But that does not guarantee.
It's like you're safer with who you know.
Yeah.
Like you're
that does not guarantee
safer.
that she will be.
Yeah.
So I mean, for what Pussy Print is asking, I think the church, and maybe we should be more open-minded. We should be more open-minded, because before, and we're used to it, and I think society is used to it, ladies have their list, and it looks like, but recently we both saw something where there's this guy, and he had his list.
Oh yeah,
the list of, just like the way. And some ladies were like, "Oh, who does he think he is? And why would he?" So I said to my wife, "No, you can't be asking who. You can't be saying who does he think he is and all of that." She wasn't the one saying it, but we were watching. We were thinking, they can't be saying that, because he's doing exactly.
Yeah, and it was buttoning off. I said, I know some of you ladies are gonna be like, "Oh, why are you gonna have a list?" And same way you have a list.
Yeah.
You have a tall, dark, and handsome list.
Yeah,
I have. She has to be like this. She has to be like that. She has to be like this. If she ain't like this, I ain't interested.
Yeah,
I'm looking to marry. I'm looking to settle down. I don't want to waste my time.
She has to be within so age bracket.
Yeah,
she has to. And he had his list, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It looked like it was.
But to be fair, it was a realistic list.
It was a realistic list.
To be fair,
yeah.
It's not like this fictitious list, although she has to have blue eyes or none of that. It was proper, like he thought about it and gave you his rationale. For every point.
He'll give you rationale for every point that he had there. Yeah. So I think maybe we need to be more open-minded. Don't write off people on the first sight, because you don't know.
I mean, like you're saying, because like I said, like my husband said, he was my pastor before he became a husband.
Yeah.
So there was one guy that approached me to marry me. I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing. Anyway, there was one guy that approached me to marry me. A friend, yeah, that I knew him from college. I'm now like what is it? By the time this conversation is happening with him, I'm in my 20s. I knew him from my teens. Yeah. So we know each other, like as in like friends and all that. Then he's now, you know, when I was in college, I wasn't, you know, Christian and all that. Then a few years later, we now bumped into each other. And I'm now telling him, yeah, I'm a Christian. I love the Lord, this and that. It's like, really? Oh my God, I'm a Christian as well. You know, you're thinking, are you really? Or you just saying that too? Yeah. But actually he was, and like proper saved and like in his church and doing things in his church and all the rest of it. So I was now like, wow, this is really good. So he was like, oh yeah. So we should link up and all that. I was like, yeah, no problem. So then I think he lived, because he was like really focused, bought his house, like he lives like, doesn't even live in this country anymore. He's like super focused, married, children, all the rest of it, doesn't live in this country, lives in a very hot country, begins with D and ends with I. So anyway, so he was like, yeah, so he lives like in one place like that. But it was near to a library, because I'm now like in my law kind of school days. I'm now trying to study. So I now called him because, oh, look, you live near a library that I really need to just like take time out. Because when I study, I like to just zone out. Nobody's phoning me, nobody's distracting me. I just want to go to the library from morning to night and just study. So can I just like crash at your place like for, you know, for the evening and all of that? It's a bit risque, to be fair, but anyway, he said yes. So I was like, okay, thank you. So I now went to his house in the morning. Now open up my Bible, read my daily devotional, praying and all the rest of it. He was like, oh my God, this kind of lady, I need her in my life. So he was now like, after some time, he was not on the same day. After some time, he was now like, oh, you know, the kind of vibes that I'm getting from you and all that you've done, and man, I just feel like I really want to marry you. Like, I really just want you in my life and all this. I was like, I only came to study, or it shouldn't be ending in like not the same day, not even quite close together. But I'm thinking, why? So, and I said to him, no, you know, we're just friends. No, you know, we're just friends, like that. Yeah. I now told my husband, because remember, he's my pastor. So I now told him, my husband's like, no, you can't just bring him down like that. You can't just say no like that. Did you pray? No, I didn't pray. How did you know if it's not God's will then? How did you know? It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I just thought that I didn't feel like it. So I just said no. I said, no, that's not how you do it. You're meant to pray. You're meant to know that this is not God's will for you, so that you know that this is not the person for you. Sorry. So now I phoned him back. Oh, you know, I said no before. I'm so sorry. In fact, I realized that I should have prayed. So actually, I'm going to pray about it. You pray about it as well, and all the rest of it. I prayed about it. It wasn't God's will. I told him, you know, and all the rest of it. But, you know, I learned that you don't just put someone down. You don't just put them in a friend zone. You don't just, dismiss them because you feel, what's that? That's my friend. Yeah. You know, I've known them all my life, or I've known them for over 10 years or whatever. You still have to, he has to still be a contender for your, you know, hand in marriage. Yeah. It shouldn't be someone you just throw away, because God could have put that person in your life on that platform of friendship, and on that platform of, you know, just you just flow together, because that's the kind of marriage he wants you to have.
It could just be a starting point. And I think also, you know, if you look at it from the perspective of a lady, I think that ladies, because most times it is the guys that go, that make the move and they approach the lady. So you're more or less waiting for a guy to come to you. And you're going to make your choice from those who come to you, not just from those that you admire.
True.
And you should be conscious of that. That look, I don't have the whole world to choose from.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my choice from those who come to me. So no matter how much I admire A, B, C, D, if they don't come to me, then they are not within the scope of the choice that I'm going to make.
Very true.
So I could be admiring them, but maybe it's 5 guys who came to me. It is from those who came to me. Whereas from a guy's part, unless you're a lady that feel, it doesn't have to be the man that approached me. If I like a guy, I can go and approach him. There are people like that. So that's a different case. But for a guy,
do guys like that?
Well, I mean,
do guys receive it well?
Well, for me, I think most men, maybe not. And there's nothing wrong with it, but because, there's just a kind of tradition or culture over a period of time. Because something has happened in a particular way over a period of time, it becomes like what is more acceptable. But there will be some men who, will be happy with that, who will accept it, and it's for them. There's nothing wrong with it. So you can't just say, no, men don't.
I mean, you can kind of put yourself in the circle, or you can make yourself more noticeable.
Yeah, but I mean, if a lady, you can put yourself in the circle and make yourself more noticeable as much as you like or as much as you can, but until the guy comes to speak to you, you don't have him to be choosing from.
Yeah.
So you're only going to be choosing from those who have come to speak to you. So I think being more open-minded and not just dismissing people and praying, for God to lead you, I think will be helpful. And I think that in itself, is important. There's quite a lot that people have written that
okay.
Having said, I hope our youths are watching. Because I mean, she wrote that. Yeah, she wrote that comment when we talked about those who are going to marry this year.
Yeah.
They will. Something serious will have to start happening between the first and second quarter. That's the truth. Most of the weddings that will happen this year. Pussy Print said, do you want to read that?
Okay. Also, Ruth was getting grain from the field.
Yeah, I think when you talked about
being busy.
Is it Rebecca or something?
Yeah.
Then Cardo said, latest in March, God's willing, buy my house, get married, secure my jobs, set some quality time for my ministry, I believe, encourage family and friends to stay closer to God daily and live an happy life. Amen. May God bring those things true for you. And we have Sarah. Oh, Sarah, it's nice to have you online. I hope you're doing well.
So, Pastor, not all that glitters is gold, though. Yeah. In the same vein, not all men or women in church are marriage material. Wow.
It's true, yeah. Not all men and women in church are marriage material. It's true. Because you see, God is not saying he that findeth a woman. He said he that findeth a wife. So there's a transition also that a lady must make.
Yes.
Into being a wife material. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you're growing up. There is, just growing up and just being a young lady who is just independent and all of that. When you now want to be married, there's a transition that you would have to make.
Yeah.
It's in your dressing.
Yeah.
It would have to. You'd have to just
talk to me. Dressing.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, I know it's true. I'm saying dressing.
Because you see, most men
they don't like all the tight breasts hanging out, flying, nipples are flying everywhere.
They don't want their treasures and their goods to be advertised to everybody.
Easily plucked by everyone.
The things you see on this, even God, when God created the earth, precious stones, you don't find them on the surface. No. You have to dig deep to find them. Exactly. So maybe sometimes, ladies think that, you have to have and I'm not saying you should dress like a nun. No. But you'd have to make the transition.
I think it's a mindset. It's a transition and it's a mindset. Let me tell you real life example with myself as the example. So I keep on telling you about myself. Anyway, I told you about how I needed to lose weight. I was too fat. I told you about how this guy was. Anyway, let me continue with the real life exposure.
Yeah.
So one time when my husband, when we were courting, but it was on the very DL. One time, I think we'll talk about our relationship at one point. How we navigated it, because it was serious hush. Anyway, so one time he said to me, I hope you don't mind. Yeah. One time he said to me, dress nice for me. Come to church, dress nice for me. As in, like, just a normal Sunday, whichever day of the week it was.
Yeah.
Whether it was a Wednesday or something. I think it was a Wednesday. Because of what I wore. No, what I wore, it was a Wednesday.
Okay, so I said dress nice.
Yeah, come to church. Yeah. So I'm not thinking, okay, what do I wear? Oh my goodness, I gotta dress nice. So I now go in my wardrobe. It's like, what do I wear? What do I wear? So I now pick out. What did I pick out? Pick out the things of the world. I picked out the things of the world, the worldly things. So I picked out one tight trouser and one tight top with heels and went to church. Imagine. So Pastor Mrs. in the making. So I went to church. When my husband now saw me as pastor, as the person that my beloved, that was looking forward to hold my hand so down the aisle. So when he now saw me, he said, "Why did you dress like this? Why did you?" I said, "Dress nice for me. You're dressing like this. Why did you dress like this? This is not nice." Why do people feel that for something to be nice you have to be showing shape, showing this, showing that? Imagine me that felt that I was very cool with myself. I even got in my car, drove to church happy, probably sprayed all kind of spray, say, yeah, I'm doing it. Get there. Why did you dress like this? So I was now shocked. I was like, I didn't know. So I think it's a mindset, because we think that maybe the world standard is the God standard, but it's not. It really is not. Being modest, being, accountable, even in your dressing, being somebody that can be admired as, somebody just,
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about
modest and nice. You can be modestly beautiful.
Yeah, modestly beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, don't go and dress like a nun. No. But don't dress like the world. You don't have to.
So that was the end of those.
Yeah, nobody wants their. Most men.
I think they were given to charity after that. No more.
Most men don't want their treasures.
Yeah.
Hanging out there, and I think that maybe there's this impression, maybe from watching movies, the billboards and adverts on TV, everywhere on TV and in everything. That makes ladies feel, what attracts men is that your breasts have to be up, hanging out, that they can see it. The only thing hidden is the nipples. And then it's not. When a man start looking for a wife material, even looking for a girlfriend, yes. So even maybe you are looking for a boyfriend, that's okay. But if you are actually looking for a husband,
wife and a husband,
then
it's like, imagine would you want your husband to be wearing all these tight ribbed something, and every time his pecs are pecking.
Yeah, if your husband dressed that way, would you like it? Then when you see him, his whole, you're thinking, and then you're going in the midst of people and you're thinking, but why are you? You
can see an auntie, you can see an uncle,
that kind of thing. They can just see everything. Why are you dressed like this? Your trouser is too tight.
Yeah, he bent down.
Yeah.
Not him. Rip. Let it rip. Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, we got some comments here. Okay, have it said.
I trust Pastor is very honest.
He's very honest.
Yeah, bluntly to the point, but respectfully as well.
Yeah. Wasn't shouting. I was like,
yeah,
because I was surprised.
yeah.
I was thinking,
It's nice. I thought.
I said, why did you dress like this? I said, dress nice for me to church today.
This is not nice.
This is not nice.
I thought it was cool. I thought like I did it like 10 out of 10. Didn't know it was -10.
I don't you want to read Sarah's thing.
Okay, Sarah says, ha ha ha, Mrs. Omoviye, thank you for being real. Most pastors' wives would never admit to that. Oh well. If it's helping the Lord, if it's helping people, it's helping God's kingdom. That's it. Yeah. Peggy says, good point, Mr. and Mrs.
Oh my God, our time is gone.
Yeah.
Pussy Prince says that would be a wonderful insight to hear about your cutting and marriage.
Oh,
okay, yeah, we will do that. I think we'll do it one time.
Yeah.
Oh. And then Sarah said, nipples flying everywhere. No, but it's true. I mean, you just need to,
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Get a grip. I mean, we're going somewhere. We're representing the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He doesn't. If Jesus was to be walking on earth now, he ain't gonna be dressing with pants sagging down, slipper. I don't even understand this craze. Slippers. It's raining, it's snowing. Yeah. You're walking with socks and slippers. I don't get it. I don't get it. Fashion should not be stupid. Like you should actually have a little bit of sense to know what is reasonable and what you should be wearing and what slippers, bathroom slippers, just because it's got a name brand. I don't understand it. I really don't.
So biblically and culturally, we are taught for men to approach women. Yeah. So like I said, this is a culture. Abby said, if a lady approach men, they see you as desperate. Yeah. I mean,
there's a level of desperation that is perceived.
Abby said it's better to marry a friend that knows you better, good, bad, and ugly. And then Abby said, too much expectations can stop people from meeting the right people. Very important point. Yeah. So I mean, it's important that we get all of this. All right, you got this. She said, I think it goes back to the previous point you have said before, Pastor. Women often want the full package and all bosses ticked and don't see potential. So as women, we tend to reject men who will approach. It's true. Because you want the full package. You want
approaching.
Yeah.
Let's
you
pay
want
attention
you want him to arrive,
100%.
100%. And he may not be. He may not be 100%. And he's
on the road.
Yeah, but he's on the road there. He's on the road there. So you have to actually, be more open. Be more open. It may not be 100%. And some of you, especially those who are matured, ladies, because as you grow, every day we learn and you become more mature. Some of you ladies who are more matured and more sensible and all of that, sometimes you look at the list that you have and you think of some of the men that have come to you and you see that, look, the essentials were actually there and there was potential for these other things to come true if we came together. And just like maybe when he saw me, I wasn't everything that he probably had on his, whether it's a mental list or a written list. So it may not come fully packaged. I mean, this marriage one has taken over the, as the year began, the time is gone. But there are many more things, for the year. Maybe you have planned that, I'm going to buy a car and I'm going to pay cash for it this year. Then
debt free.
Yeah, and it's going to be debt free. Then you have to actually start to work towards it, to put the money until you start putting the money away towards it. The year has not begun, and the year doesn't start because the calendar changed. The year starts when you begin to pursue the things that you desire. Wow.
So if I start pursuing it in September, that's when the year
began for you.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you say, oh, I'm going to buy property this year. Have you spoken to a mortgage broker yet? Have you tried to understand your financial position? What is you can afford? because that's how the year starts. Have you what this is my finances, what can I afford, and start working towards it. That's when the year starts. Have you said, oh, this year I'm going to what else? I'm going to grow spiritually and have a stronger relationship with God. Has anything changed in your prayer life? Have you set an agenda of what time you'll be waking up to pray, and have you actually started doing it? That is it. It is when you start doing it, that is when your year truly starts. And I think that is very, very important. We're going to have to wrap up because of time, but I think some of these comments may be good to just read them. Okay. So, we have Dr. Obina. Lovely. Great to have you on tonight.
Yeah.
You want to read his comment?
Okay, yeah. So this is good stuff, discussion. Pastor and Pastor Mrs. I am enjoying it. Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, Precious Stephen says, it's good you listen to him and some girls we be upset about. Where was that?
No, I think when you were talking about the fact that when you came and I said dress nice.
Okay.
Why are you dressed like this?
Exactly.
She's saying that it's good that you listen.
Yeah.
Because some girls would be upset. And maybe if you were upset and through the tantrum, I'll be thinking, oh my God. No. Maybe that'll be the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
I'll probably be sitting with another Mrs. here now. No, it's true.
This relationship get K-leg. I'm not interested again.
Exactly, because you now live as a girl at that time and say, oh, I even made all the effort, to dress and come out and,
what does he want me in rags?
Yeah, what does he want me in rags? And are you dressing for yourself? I didn't say dress for yourself. I say dress for me. So
that's a true point.
Yes, I didn't say
what you like.
Exactly.
It's true.
So I will judge it on the basis of that. Yeah. So some girls will get angry and throw tantrum, and they'll have their friends actually say, oh yeah. I mean,
the cheerleaders.
It's like you better. It's good you put your foot down now. Yeah. Otherwise, well, you could have put your foot down that day, and then you still have your foot down somewhere. Maybe you'll be married now to somebody else, or maybe you'll be praying for a husband and not married, and I would have another missus here. So I think we need to just try to.
It's your thing of you, but maybe you have another missus.
No, I'm not. No.
You said it twice. I said, let me not leave him. Let me pull his legs more. He said it twice.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, Pussy Prince said, is a great miss of keeping it real, but with humor. Yeah. All right. So they're talking about these awful trends, sliders and
sliders, and so that's it. It's called sliders. Makes no sense. Like, it's literally raining. Your socks and your feet and your toes are wet.
Okay, Anna said, can I ask a question, please? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Type the question.
Type. As fast as you can.
All right, do you want to read Sarah's comment?
It says, can I make a request, please, Pastor and Mrs.? Can you please have a session to talk about the new craze of overzealous butt and breast implants? Oh my goodness. I saw a video, not a video, like a little clip. I don't know how these things come up. I was just like on Facebook or somewhere like that, and I was going up like that, then swiping up. Then a video now came up. It said, oh, look at this girl. Look at this girl. She thinks she buff. Look at her butt. He said she was in a party dancing, and he said, look at her butt implants. They're hanging out. Her butt implants are hanging out. Oh, it was terrible. So I don't even understand it. Her fake, because it was not implants then. That was just fake, like padding or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but why?
I think it's
because I hear there's something now that ladies they will wear, and then that you make their shape to look like a
is it Jessica Rabbit? Those the cartoon, like very 8.
Yes,
it's all this Kim Kardashian influencing.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah,
why?
Exactly. That's really the question. The real question is why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, why?
Why are you doing this? Do you feel that what you naturally have is not good enough?
Yeah, why?
Because it actually is. That's why you have it. God gave you something that is perfect. Why are you spoiling it?
Yeah.
So
I mean, use what you have, package yourself well with it, and don't. All right. So she's saying.
All right. And waist tucked to what's this? Minuscule proportion. Is this really what men want?
That women look like
giant ants.
What is it? No, I understand what she's describing.
I get
because
it
you
too.
see they will be like tiny waist.
Yeah,
tiny waist, and then you now see
one big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you're not thinking, is it real?
People, the thing is that they will get stares, but they're probably getting stares for the wrong reasons. They're thinking that, wow, yeah, they're looking at me because I'm just looking so amazing. No, they're looking at you because, what is this? What? It's that kind of like, what's this?
Yeah.
How did that happen? No, that can't be real. Oh no, is it? Did she get implants? People are confused. You're confusing people. That's why they're looking at you. Anyway. Yeah.
All right.
We'll by God's grace, we'll talk about it.
What's the point?
Great show to kick off 2022, Pastor and Sister Chioma. Well done. Thank you so much. Okay, is Anna put up her question?
Yeah.
Is that
okay?
Okay.
I will say you are very funny, sister.
Okay.
Okay, I'll answer my question. Okay.
My question is it good for a Christian to use dating apps, websites to find a husband or wife? I don't think it's a problem.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it's a problem. The Bible says he that findeth a wife. Yeah. The Bible didn't really tell us,
where exactly
how to find. So I wouldn't think it's a problem. Maybe more in the generation that we are in. Because, for example, if you think about it, some years ago, we would all frown at, somebody didn't come to the physical sanctuary of church and said, no, you couldn't have gone to church. But the pandemic made it such that people worship from home.
Yeah.
So I think in the generation that we are in, I think what is most important is to be led by God.
Yes.
Because people find husbands or wives by recommendation. Yeah. Some find by they met the person themselves. Yeah. Some God revealed to them in their own prayer closet and they know that this is the person and then eventually meets the person. Yeah. Others, maybe they went to their pastor, I'm looking for a wife. Pastor, is there anybody you can recommend? So there are just different ways that people meet, the person they want to. And we have this. Cardo said, this is so disgusting, looking at all kinds of shapes in the sanctuary.
No, it's true. It's true.
And then we have Pastor Triumphant. You want to read this comment?
Yeah, Pastor Triumphant says, more grace, Pastor and Pastor Mrs. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much.
Great.
Okay, and then Pastor Prince said, sorry. It says the media has a lot of answers for
has a lot to answer.
Oh, a lot to answer for with the propaganda they promote.
Yeah. No, it's true. I think it's part of the things I just and sometimes I feel genuinely sorry for some ladies, to be honest, because sometimes I think it puts pressure. Yeah, I think it puts pressure on some other ladies and they feel like, oh, I need to do this. But you don't need to. Just be yourself. You don't need to. I'm telling you, when a man is looking for a wife,
he wants a real wife.
Those are not the things he's looking for.
That's not interesting.
I promise you this. I'm a man and I'm telling you this. When a man is looking for a real wife, those are not the things he's looking for.
I'm telling you, even the guy men that I thought that is like all the guy, or I don't know what the equivalent is, kind of like the top ladies.
Yeah.
Hair done, makeup on point, eyelashes banging. I thought those are the kind of girls that they're for. They're not. No, I don't want that kind of wife. I want somebody that is quiet. Yeah. Somebody that
about guy men that have come to
hardly any makeup.
Yes, when they're telling you, by the time they're not describing the wife they want, you're not thinking, really?
I'm shocked. Yeah.
So we need to be mindful. Yeah. Precious Stephen says some of these young girls don't listen when you're telling them about those fake look.
It's true.
You know,
true.
We have Pastor Triumphant said, great revelation, Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Awesome evening, great ministers. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
And maybe we'll stop with this.
Hey, Zorero, God bless you,
God bless you.
All the way from Jamaica. God bless you.
They don't appreciate themselves.
Yeah.
When you don't appreciate yourself,
when you don't know, you don't know what you carry, what you don't know what you're worth.
Yeah.
If you have a understanding of your self-worth, there's some things that you just won't even do because you know that I'm too good to do that.
Yeah.
I can't get myself involved with all that because that's not for me. You know, when you know what's for you and what's not for you, you don't just get yourself involved with some things.
Well, so we're going to have to draw the curtain here tonight. We are over time. It's been a great evening.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the bottom line really for us this evening is to ensure that you start your year. Start your year. What are the things you want to do? Start taking steps towards them. Start acting on them. If there are some things that you have planned for this year and you don't even know what the first step to take is, then speak to somebody, speak to a counselor to help you, you know, take the first step. And, you know, we are so grateful. We are so grateful.
Yeah.
Someone's giving us a suggestion. Maybe we'll consider to do that. He said, you need to do a live in-person talk with the Mrs. Show at location with a live audience.
Oh, a live audience. Oh my goodness.
And we have to ensure that people like Faye and Pussy Print come because they always comment.
Yeah.
Harvey,
those are in London and stuff.
Those are in London.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, what about my lovely Manchester crew, my
Manchester,
Uganda
Florida,
crew, my Florida crew,
my
Australia, my Nigeria.
Well, they'll still connect. We'll still connect. Yeah, and then maybe
online.
we can, and we can get media to beam.
We'll think about
beam their comments on the screen for the live audience as well. Yeah, I mean, our media crew, we can work it out.
My Vienna crew.
And then you see Sarah, who is in Vienna.
Yeah.
She's in Austria. Anyway, she said, yes, great idea. Yeah. And a lot of people are saying it will be very good. So we'll see. We have to have a chat with our media team and see what we can work out. But you know, it's been a great evening. We want you to start your year. We want you to succeed this year. I mean, literally, I want to say this to you. We don't want you to be the same level where you are now when the year is coming to an end. This is very serious. And if you know us well, we get excited when people around us, people that are connected to us, when they rise, when they're doing well. It's one of the fuel, you know, and we're just so excited about it. So we'd like to see that you move forward relationship-wise, financially, business, and just in everything.
Every area.
And God,
I mean, this is a year of all-round settlement. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. You know, all-round settlement. So we believe that God will do it. I'm going to let the missus, because we're really over time, you know, talk to you about tomorrow morning, and as well as, you know, prompt you to subscribe if you have not. And then we'll wrap up the show.
What? You haven't subscribed? What? Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to FMC TV. That's our YouTube channel, as well as Pastor Moses GCF YouTube channel. Now, tomorrow, if you were there today, man, you don't even need me to talk much. But if you went, what? But I'll put that aside for a second. Tomorrow, open doors. Today we were praying that, you know, a great and effectual door has been opened to me, but there are many adversaries, not just one adversary. So this year of all-round settlement, God is opening doors for you, but they are adversaries, and we need to pray them out so that they cannot even rise their ugly head again. So please, tomorrow, 6 a.m. GMT, so that's UK time, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Nigerian time, 1 a.m. US time, wherever you are in the world, connect. Is very, very crucial, very important. We need to see everyone rise. We need to see everyone's settlement being done. So let us pray through it. Pray it through. And when one or two are touching anything, so not one or two, when two or three are agreed touching anything, then it's established by our God, by the Father in heaven. So please let us agree in prayer so that we can see that all-round settlement, we can see the open doors, and we can walk through them successfully. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. So please do join 6 a.m. wherever you are, whatever the time is, but join.
We appreciate all of you, and thank you, for joining us. And we take in your suggestion, because I saw a lot of comments. Oh yeah, that would be really great. That would be really great. We'll speak to our media team. See, maybe we can do 1 or 2 specials.
Yeah.
Where we can have live audience.
Yeah,
I think it'd be really interesting.
It would be. I think there'll be a lot of laughter. And Sister Ifoma on the FMC online says, Mrs., your laughter is so infectious. I'm here smiling and laughing. Then she said, sounds like a great idea. Yeah. So I think it's all around echoing everywhere. Yeah.
So thank you, Pussy Print, for putting that forward. I'm sure my media team, they're hearing, so it won't be an extra. They won't think like, pass this call with another extra work on us. The request of the people, but great idea. God bless you.
Amen.
Bless you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate all of you, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time for another episode of the Talk with the Missus. And we want you to share to this, show. Even as we finish, share the link to others. I'm sure there are people it will help, it will bless, and we just want to trust God. This year will be a great one for you. We love you guys, and this is where we say,
bye.